This tattoo is totally creative, man.
The embroidery looks lifelike. It looks real.
I love the flip at the top where it kind of came unstitched from the skin. Really cool trick.
Sweet, thank you.
Welcome, artists. This week, we're testing your adaptability.
Adaptability is just being able to do everything that comes your way. A hard canvas, an easy canvas, light skin, dark skin, all of that is adaptability.
Today, your canvases are risk takers. For this challenge, you must tattoo your canvas with a word that represents how they get the most out of life. Lettering is incredibly difficult to tattoo because it requires clean, consistent lines.
If you can't move smooth, fluid lines all the way through your design, your lettering's gonna look like.
But that's not all. You must also incorporate an image into your design. You must use adaptability to make the image and the lettering work together perfectly.
I pretty much suck at lettering. I'm not looking forward to this challenge.
Your canvases have been randomly assigned and you'll have 3 hours to tattoo. Let's head inside and meet your canvases.
What do you want it to say?
Triumph.
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 These artists need to show adaptability and integrate words with their designs.
Shred.
Shred.
Like you're gonna shred the mountain.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
The word is obviously going to be a focal point, but you don't want it to take away from your design. It has to be one piece.
I'm kind of leaving it in your hands, so have as much creative freedom as you want.
Sweet. The main way I'm going to show adaptability is by how the letters actually adapt well to the design part of it to make one solid, smooth piece.
2 hours remaining, everybody.
My canvas wants realistic hands holding the world, and the word he wants done in tribal. Tribal. It's gonna look horrible, it's not gonna flow. I think I'm screwed.
What is this right here?
That is a pedal foam. I thought it kind of added to the sentiment of it.
I think we're doing good.
To make the lettering just as extreme as what the word's trying to say, that's key in this design. Shred means really fast, broken up, gnarly lettering.
Tattoos really reflect the artists that are doing them. If the artist is really wimpy, you're gonna get wimpy tattoos.
My canvas wants graffiti letters. I'm a graffiti artist. This is it right here. Graffiti letters are big, they're bulky. You can't do that stuff small.
That looks good from what I can see here.
Yeah, it's good. Not finished.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time's up. No more ink.
What does it say, though? Triumph. Triumph.
Triumph. You can't even read what Scott's tattoo says. I definitely know I did a better piece than Scott today.
Can't believe you beasted that out in 3 hours.
Thank you, Scott, for talking all that because now I'm coming out in beast mode.
Jim.
Lettering is super crisp. It stands apart from the line. This is perfect for what this client asked for.
Sausage.
The style of the lettering you chose, it fits the image because it gives us that Thrasher design aesthetic. It's a great job.
This guy wanted a badass design, and he got a design that you would see on a little kid's lunchbox.
Halo.
I'm a big pit bull guy. The smile that the dog has, it's the one that you're looking for when you get home, and you captured it.
The lettering, especially, is very, very nice. The fine details are really what make it stand out.
Scott.
You showed great adaptability in this, being able to pull off graffiti lettering.
It's kind of hard to read, but that's kind of the idea of graffiti-style writing. So I think you did a very good job.
Kyle.
This is a nice, soft tattoo, but you definitely need the other side of the veins and the leaves. I would like to see that stem cut back in a silhouette behind the carpe to give us that inference that it's back there, but you gave your client a really nice tattoo today.
Of course, the judges find several things they don't like about my tattoo. It's frustrating, especially when they find nothing wrong with Scott's tattoo, even though its flag is going backwards and you can't read what it says.
Today, we asked you to use your adaptability to create a tattoo with an image and lettering that flowed together perfectly. Some of you succeeded. Halo.
For you to put these two elements together in such a nice way, very good job.
Sausage.
Sausage, your adaptability, man. Knowing that any tattoo that comes into the shop, you can knock it out and do it with some flair and some style. That's the kind of thing that wins this competition.
The judges have decided that the winner of today's Flash Challenge is Halo.
Good job, bud.
Man, I've had my finger in your chest for a few critiques, and today you delivered. The incorporation of the design to the lettering with the smooth application really stood out from the pack.
For today's Flash Challenge, you must design custom lettering from scratch without using any reference.
Coming up with your own original font? Yeah, that's hard. There's so much room for error.
And you must tattoo body parts so small but so visible, precision is absolutely necessary. The knuckles.
Tattooing the knuckles is difficult because if you go too deep or if you blow it out, you're screwed. And if you don't get it in there deep enough, it's not gonna stay. Your knuckles are super visible. You can't hide them unless you're wearing a glove.
Oh, let's meet your canvases.
What do you want written on your fingers?
Live life, live free as a negative space tattoo.
Negative lettering. What the hell does that even mean?
Lady luck. Okay. As long as it's feminine.
Canvases, one by one, please read the name on the bottom of the skull.
Christian.
Is it negative space tattoo? Batty.
Sink or swim time, dude. Karma's a bitch.
Megan Jean.
Clean Rock 1.
Hey, Megan Jean, thanks for hooking me up.
Today, the stakes are the highest they're gonna be.
I'm just gonna take my time and try and get the letters to all look like they go together.
Precision's everything when it comes to knuckle tattoos.
I want to do something that's bold, that has a lot of little tricks in it.
It is an awkward shape to stretch, an awkward shape to hold. You see a lot of tattooers not really sure how exactly to place their hand to be able to run a perfectly straight line.
So I'm just gonna take each individual finger and kind of wrap it like this. Keep your hand as limp as you can.
There's no hiding your hands. If it's not done properly, you're
They're all too low.
Okay.
You're like creeping down real close to those knuckles, you know?
Thanks,
but I mean,
man.
style-wise, it's perfect.
All right, guys, 1 hour remaining. 1 hour to go.
There's a lot of stress going into this knuckle tattoo because it's negative letters.
Since you're making it negative, it's gotta be like thicker parts in it, you know?
I have to tattoo the outside of the finger and not the inside of the letters.
Sit still.
I can't make them too small or too thin or else it'll close up over time.
Keep them real nice and clean.
I have to be super careful.
Okay, artists, it's now time to critique your work. Maddie, when I heard the idea of the negative lettering, I wasn't quite sure how that would go, and I think you did a really great job here.
I tried to be really precise with the lines. I used some stippling in the background so it doesn't get all muddied up as time goes on.
The stipple effect gives it a nice fade, gives him the negative approach that he wanted. Great job.
Christian.
The most impressive part about your tattoo is how perfectly they line up straight across both knuckles. This is probably the straightest lettering of the day.
Precision in this really is your application with your color. It's a good job.
Thanks. Megan Jean.
Your tattoos stand out really bold, and when you look at them close, they look very clean. There's only really one discrepancy on the way you did the traditional A's. You have the line going through the open part of the A instead of it just coming out from behind it. But I think it's very strong. These tattoos are gonna hold.
Clean.
They're definitely very strong, bold tattoos. The black is nice. A little bit of gray highlights give it finesse.
You have 3 letters that you have on both fingers. You have the L, the I, and the E. They all match perfectly, which really shows that you're able to mimic your own lettering repeatedly. It's strong. Thanks.
All right, guys, today we're testing precision with knuckle tattoos. Who's in the lead here?
Christian definitely had the most precise layout. It's very clear. It's very legible. It's a great job.
I think Clean really shows precision in his tattoo because he matches 3 like letters over the course of the 2 hands, so he repeats 6 times and really nails the craftsmanship of the letter.
You want to let him know?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Today, you had to use precision to help your canvases make a noticeable statement. The judges have decided the winner of the Flash Challenge is Clean Rock 1.
Clean, I think you really showed off today with precision because you matched those same letters. You matched the L's, you matched the I's, and you matched the E's in that hand style, and I think you did a really good job.
This week, we're testing self-promotion.
I've been self-promoting since I was a kid. Long before I even started tattooing, I had my own business running a bike shop. I got this one in the bag.
To compete as a shop in the real world, your livelihood depends on your ability to sell your shop and make your clients happy. So today, the power is in the hands of the canvases. You must tattoo whatever your canvas wants.
This could be bad. Usually we talk canvases out of certain things. These could be super difficult.
Each shop will have a 5-minute interview with each of the canvases individually. Then, Each canvas will pick the shop they want to tattoo them. It's up to you to make an impression in order to get the canvas you want or don't want.
Here's the deal. If there's something you hear you want, your job is what?
Sell it. Let's meet your canvases. All right, canvases, one by one, please tell us about the tattoo that you want to get today.
I'm looking to get an old school boxer in the likeness of my grandfather.
Using someone's likeness in an illustrative idea is really hard.
Head to your shops and get ready for your interviews.
How many kids you got? I got 4 kids, 5 grandkids. This guy's getting a portrait of his grandpa done. I'm a grandpa. Family means everything to me, and it makes this tattoo that much more important.
You get all that time, just go through all those lines, you know?
We haven't had the chance to shine, but today I want to show off.
To succeed as a shop, you must be able to self-promote and impress your canvases. Let's see how you did. Basilica Tattoo. Let's start with you.
You kill it. For a small little portrait, it's better than most people do on portrait day.
I love the rendering of the face, the way you captured the look of the actual photo of the person. The lettering is very deliberate and precise. Great layout, great position, great tattoo.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, time to announce tattoo of the day.
For me, it's Basilica. It's one of the strongest tattoos, image-wise, legibility-wise, and application-wise that we've seen this whole run.
Then I have to lean towards Basilica.
All right, the judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Basilica Tattoo. All right, Tim and Tony. One of you will move on to the finale, and one of you will be eliminated. To earn the final spot in the finale, you must survive a tattoo marathon.
Oh my God.
You will each face off tattooing 3 90-minute tattoos, each in a completely different style. And in the ultimate test of versatility, the power to call the style and subject is completely out of your hands. Tiffer, since you earned the first spot in the finale, you will call the style and subject for the first tattoo. Tiffer, what style and subject are you calling for the first tattoo?
Fine line script, the word beauty.
All right, guys, this is your last chance to earn your spot in the finale. You have 90 minutes to tattoo a fine line script assigned by Tiffer. And your time starts now.
Let's do it. Get it, Tim.
Tim and Tony, head to head. This is a true test of versatility.
It's cool.
I got a couple bells and whistles I'm gonna add into it too.
3 different styles, in and out, get it done.
Cute.
This is where I excel. I work fast, I can do any style you throw at me, and I guarantee you, no one in this place can hang.
You already got him.
Cool, so as long as it's bulletproof, I'm good.
Yeah, dude, this font looks weak.
45 minutes left, guys.
I am basically the underdog in this entire situation. Tony does little bangers. He's from a street shop. 90 minutes is what I take to get most of my line work done. I'm gonna have to pull out tricks that I've never even done before.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Machine's down, time is up. Tony and Tim, you had to survive a tattoo marathon to earn the last spot in the finale. Let's see how you did. Tony, you're up first. Let's look at your fine line script tattoo.
The double line on this tattoo really allows for you to put the highlight in, shade it from the top and the bottom, leave the little skin break in the middle, and the openness between each letter really makes everything legible. Nice job.
Thank you.
Tim, you're next. All right, Tim, let's get into the script.
It's definitely legible. Just looking for fine line script. You do have the fine line and the force filter on the outside, but since you colored this in solid black, you kind of covered up the fine lines. But I think it's clean.
Thanks, man.
Judges, it's time to determine who earned the last spot in the finale.
I gotta say, Tony kills it in the script.
The flourishes are nice to look at, but I think it's a distracting piece technically. I don't think it's any better than Tim's.
Today, you must push your creativity to the limit by creating lettering tattoos.
Stop.
Lettering tattoos, there's no room for error. If you have a little janky line, it shows and you can't really fix it. And also, spell your words right.
I hate doing lettering.
We're used to being able to do images and tell a story that way, but it's tough to be super creative with such a straightforward subject matter.
Being creative with lettering is trying to sell the feeling of the lettering and what the word is.
Transform it so when you look at it, you see a piece of art and then you read what it says.
I don't think I've done a word in 10 years.
Let's meet your canvases.
Here we go.
What is it that you're trying to get today?
I would like the phrase, "I promise to love you for all my days, come what may," in black and gray mixed lettering on my thigh.
Too many words. Commas and exclamation marks and probably even a semicolon in there. Gonna make my colon hurt.
What would you like to get today?
I love you never stop in colorful graffiti lettering.
I'm looking for a bad chick that wraps around the shin and the calf. It's pretty simple.
My last name across my upper back.
That's you.
I want to get empowered in black and gray on my stomach.
Superset on placement?
I superset.
You reap what you sow, written in French, in black and gray.
My 3 kids' names in different graffiti-style lettering.
Play that same song in colorful cross-stitch lettering.
Tiny X's.
Your light, my mirror in graffiti style lettering.
Played the hand you're dealt on my outer forearm.
Easy squad.
Canvases, one by one. Please read the artist's name on the bottom of your skull.
Joseph. Right over here.
Jade.
That's me.
That's the bad bitch.
That's the bad bitch.
Trevor. It's your boy.
That's the long one.
James.
That's me. I love novels.
Stephanie.
That's me. I've done cross-stitch tattoos, actually, so I'm excited.
Pony.
That'd be me.
You're going to France.
Going to France.
Stomach. Is it her stomach?
Yep.
Jarrell.
That's me.
I did not want to take a stomach on.
Anthony.
That's me.
Kat.
That's me.
Jenna.
Hi, that's me.
That's a kid's one, yeah.
Shocking.
Good luck.
How you doing? Jarrell.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, like right like this.
I don't know if I can do this.
So like the word empowered, I struggle a lot with confidence when it comes to my stomach. I had the same issue with my arms, and after having my arms tattooed, I feel really confident wearing wearing sleeveless now.
In terms of cleanliness of the tattoo, you're not necessarily going to get a tattoo that's going to age well long term.
It's not possible on the stomach with loose
Impossible.
skin.
To be clean, I would be willing to die on my sword on that.
I'm willing to move the spot.
Okay.
Oh shit. Ah.
Technically, lettering can be hard.
Well, I'm excited.
The human body isn't flat, so getting these long, flowy lines and lettering evenly spaced, it's super difficult.
Perfect. Fit that whole area really nicely.
Perfect, man.
But today, we're also looking for creativity, the story behind the lettering.
All right, go ahead, nice and relaxed. Stay looking forward.
I want to see you push the boundaries, create something interesting.
Sick. Looks pretty even everywhere.
If these artists mess up these letters today, they're gonna be writing other letters. Dear Mom, I do not have what it takes to be ink master.
Hey, ready? You bet, sir.
How's it feel so far?
So far, so good.
All right, that was your warm-up.
Okay, lay it on me.
I never thought I'd have to do lettering tattoos in this competition. This is my worst nightmare.
You're all tough now, right?
Yeah, no. Is that the way it is at your shop? Not for the faint of heart, just as a motto?
No.
Doing little plunking words or small tattoos, it just goes against what I like. I like big flowing stuff.
We do all sorts of styles in our shop. Me and my son all kind of learned after me, so I like flow on the body, big stuff.
I might not blow minds with creativity on this one, but I'm gonna blow minds with clean lines and good saturation.
What are you doing over here?
Well, patchwork. Well, the word of the day is creativity, right?
Yeah.
And it means you reap what you sow in French.
Really? That's what it means?
So I can definitely show off my creativity chops by sewing this thing into the skin.
You do a lot of stitching?
I feel comfortable about it.
If this thing ends up popping off the skin, then it's absolutely gonna show creativity. But if it ends up flat, then this whole thing's gonna fall apart. I was just in the bottom. I can't let that happen again.
How you feeling?
You know, just got some black and gray again. The canvas is why I do what I do. Then we're gonna do a little like sunset from where she's from. At the end of the day, this is a service. And as much as I can say like, oh, I'm an artist, I want to have creative control, somebody has to wear this forever. So I take that very seriously. I just have to be able to adapt and do my best tattoo.
You've got 2 hours.
I was so nervous because I don't do lettering, but actually I'm having like a good time. I am competitive because I like to succeed, you know, like that's why I'm here. That's why I've learned to tattoo in the short amount of time that I have. I was also very tired yesterday, a little dramatic.
It's hard because art, and specifically tattooing, is not a team sport, right?
I think we learned some serious lessons.
Oh man, that's cool. Trying to give it some pop, some dimension, some flow.
My canvas is kind of moving a little bit. He wants to kind of keep looking at the piece, so he's just kind of all over the place, tattooing for the first time in my shop. Kind of want a nice calm setting, but I'm a little flustered right now, so just sit still, buddy.
Doing some little fun graffiti. The first tattoo I ever did was lettering. It was on my brother. I was not confident, but now I got this in the bag.
Cruising.
Cruising.
Don't compromise the technical side just so you think you got to rush, you know?
Yo estoy aquí para llevarme el título de Ink Master para Puerto Rico.
Artists, 30 minutes left. Today, you had to prove your creativity with lettering tattoos. Stephanie.
It looks vintage, antique. The reflection on the glass is awesome.
I love the play on the cross stitch. It was like grandma's cross stitch that was like gifted to somebody.
I think this tattoo is getting handed down. I don't think it's going to the yard sale, so I think you did good.
James. It's big, it's legible, it's clean.
This thing is boring, dude. I think you could have brought more of your illustrated background, creating other elements that play around with this, and not such giant letters. This is the last thing I thought I would have seen from you.
Oh, God.
It's a tough one.
That was horseshit. Hey.
Anthony. The most successful part of the tattoo to me is like the frame of it, but it's every letter after the P that gets lost.
You crossed that T over the negative space, and on the bottom, you crossed the L and left the T blank. It says dietil.
I see that now, yeah.
I don't think you nailed it on this one.
Pony.
Oh boy. This tattoo is totally creative, man.
The embroidery looks lifelike. It looks real.
I love the flip at the top where it kind of came unstitched from the skin. Really cool trick.
Sweet, thank you.
Jarrell.
I do not understand why there are 2 big blotches. It looks like an ink pen blew up in her pocket.
That scenery's floating. It's like way bigger than the lettering itself. And so it takes away from a cool style of font.
The sun is definitely setting on this tattoo.
Joseph.
I like how you went a little wild on the graffiti at the top. I do like the character in the middle of the O.
But I can't read you, and stop looks kind of like shop.
The saturation is beyond choppy. The lollipop on top and the purple is so scratchy. You focused more on quantity rather than quality.
Cat.
I like how you switched up the fonts with each word. I like how the mirror kind of has a reflection.
You pulled up a lot of tricks on this tattoo. The line work, color packing, shading, and the black and gray work is a flex to everybody. Like I can pull these different type of techniques. It's a cool tattoo.
Trevor.
I do think they're really bold. You could read this thing from across the street.
And you could see that it's uneven from across the street. The left-hand side curves up, then it comes down. It's a wonka-donk.
Jenna.
It does look like 3 completely separate tattoos.
He really was adamant on the 3 very different styles for the 3 very different personalities.
I think the guy got exactly what he thought he wanted, but you look at the design and you're like, nothing special. Jade.
This tattoo is definitely clean. It's put in the skin really nicely.
The biggest problem is that beef. It takes you a minute to figure out.
I personally just don't love bees. I don't know how to flow it.
On letter day, did you get an A? Not to me, you got a B. As much as you hate them. Judges, it's time to determine who had the best tattoo of the day.
For me, there's 2.
I'd say Stephanie.
100%. It plays so well with being so simple.
I like Pony's tattoo.
Technically, it's awesome. In terms of creativity, it's awesome. When it comes down to it, my vote is for Pony.
My vote is for Stephanie. She nailed it.
Ah, man, this is splitting hairs now, you know? My vote is for Pony.
I really like the overall feeling of Stephanie's, but I think I'm gonna have to vote for Pony. He edged you out just one thread.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Pony.
Thank you.
Lucy and James, you had the 2 lowest ranked tattoos. You are moving directly into a face-off, but not against each other.
Oh, shit.
You must each challenge another artist in the competition to face off in a direct head-to-head battle, tattooing the same style and subject. Lucy, who do you challenge to a head-to-head face-off?
Joseph?
Joseph, what style and subject do you choose?
Black and gray realistic panda with graffiti.
That's interesting. I love panda.
The head-to-head face-offs are set.
This shit's wild.
Tomorrow, you will have 6 hours to tattoo. There is no room for error. Lose your head-to-head face-off, and you will be packing your machines.
I'm your human canvas. I would shake your hand, but...
We're doing this today. It's a realistic panda, a little bit of graffiti on top of it. All right, stand up for me, please.
Lucy and Joseph are tattooing black and gray realistic pandas with a graffiti element.
Who doesn't like red panda?
A panda has a lot of textures. You have to make that thing look fuzzy and fluffy, like you just want to pet it.
Is that not perfect or what? I'm not at the bottom this week, and here I am tattooing again for my life. I don't deserve to be down here.
This is your favorite tattoo style? Yeah.
Honestly, I just have fun with it, you know? I really want to nail these fur textures, and I'll tattoo Lucy.
That's cool.
I love red panda. Joseph make a big mistake they call graffiti style. I was a rebel kid. When I was teenage, I draw my whole building graffiti everywhere.
What does that say below it?
The little red panda. Literally. This is the first time I'm at the bottom. I got one more chance. I gotta make it work.
Today, you had to face off tattooing in a head-to-head battle against another artist. Based on your work, 2 of you will be packing your machines. First up, the face-off between Lucy and Joseph. Joseph, you called black and gray realistic panda with graffiti. Let's start with you.
I do like that you called the mashup combination of tattoo styles.
I do like the spray paint can drips on the bottom. I wish you would have let it kind of be softer and not lined it.
I really like how you have the drop shadow underneath that graffiti word because it encapsulates the big negative space of the panda and allows it to read really light and really bright white. A lot of areas of the white fur do read as soft and fluffy and beautiful, but that eye should have been bright green. That should have been the connection between the graffiti and the panda.
Lucy.
A lot of your texture in the fur of the red panda looks fluffy, it looks soft. I like the nose, how dark and round it looks with just that little shine on the top.
I love the way the little claws are, because it's so soft around it, and then you have these like nice little claws that are like really sharp.
And you put red panda under it in Chinese, in red. You brought the two tattoos together.
This tattoo is a banger, it's badass.
Judges, it's time to make a decision.
Lucy's looks like a very drastic mix of styles, and it pops. Joseph's, it's muted. It doesn't grab me like Lucy's.
Lucy's panda is interacting with the graffiti. Joseph's, it's two separate tattoos that don't interact, and that's why my vote is for Joseph to go home.
My vote is for Joseph to go home. Lucy just came out swinging today.
Yeah, she killed it. It's awesome.
My vote is for Joseph.
The judges have decided, Joseph, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Lucy killed it. I would wear that red panda.